Y'all ready to see this Insta360 Air, Mic Air? Let's go on and do this. Alright, we coming to you live from inside the trunk. We got the Insta360 Mic Air. We're gonna go on ahead and open this up. Primitive style. Little blade. Ooh, almost just cut myself. So this thing just in the box. Okay, we got the transmitter, the receiver, the charging base. There's like a little button magnet. You got a lanyard. You got a clip magnet. That's kind of cool, actually. You got a windscreen, which is a windsock, carrying case, and then obviously the quick start guide. Now, why did I buy this? I've been kind of waiting for somebody to do something, whether that be DJI put out a 360 camera or Insta360 tap into the mic world and give us a wireless mic. So they finally did. I don't have my DJI Mic Mini with me to show you a comparison, but this thing is pretty much the same size because shout outs to Connie. Connie showed me an actual picture of a side-by-side view of the DJI Mic Mini and this Insta360 Mic Air, and they were literally the same size. They're just shaped differently. So I'll show you guys some of this content. It's a nice little small case. Relatively speaking, we have my Garmin Enduro 3 watch, just so you guys can see the difference side by side. It's, you know, maybe twice the size of my watch as far as the circumference goes. This is pretty decent. A little hard, soft case kind of thing. We're gonna open this thing up. Make sure nothing falls out. This is how it looks on the inside. Hopefully you guys see that. Some soft material. You kind of have this thing here. Okay, and it's holding the microphones. Almost feels like it's giving I was open before vibes. Yeah, so this is, damn, these things are pretty small. But, you know, you got the receiver. You got the receiver right here, the USB-C receiver. You got the microphone itself. You got the little magnetic button that they're talking about here. And they got this flap that kind of covers them. And it's kind of like, it just presses. I mean, you see how it just opened up on its own. Then on this side, you got the windsock, the lanyard. I would imagine a charging cable. I don't know why DJI went with the charging cable that's magnetic. But, well, whatever. We'll get over that, right? We'll get over that. Oh, it's like a little... Now that just went inside the subwoofer. Want to see? Here's my sub. It went inside that hole. So we're gonna have to try find it and dig it out. Oh, Jesus. So there's this little magnetic clip right here. It's actually kind of cool. I ain't mad at that. USB, really? Insta360. You guys won't even give me a freaking cold shoe door for the Ace Pro 2. And you're gonna give us USB? I guess there's worse things in the world, right? The lanyard has a little magnetic piece right in the middle, so I can wear this as like a little necklace, which I'm probably going to, actually, because I'm always putting my microphones inside of my shirt. As you guys know, I hate when people are walking around with the microphone just sitting there on their shirt for everybody in the world to see. And I'm like, dude, this is 2025 and 2024. Let's cover up our microphones. Let's conceal them. Let's put them somewhere instead of having them exposed all the time. So I'm gonna put this little pendant on, a little medallion, son. It's gonna hang low, but that's what she said. Or I can do old school Jay on the Segway style and take this little clip and clip it to the wife beater, and then have this microphone snap. And what I like about this clip is the clip is gonna allow me to clip it a little bit higher. Like I got a wife beater on right now. I usually have a wife beater on, and it'll allow me to clip the microphone higher up inside of my shirt. So let's go on ahead and get the microphone so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So the microphone, right? If that was good. So if this is inside of my shirt, right, and I'm walking, it's gonna hang about that low. there's no way to get that higher. It's just going to be in my shirt and it's going to hang that low, and it's going to move around a little bit depending on how tight my shirt is. But if I use that clip like I like to use, okay, we in there, we live. And the cool thing is, you know me, I ain't gonna have it outside, I'm gonna have it inside like this. This microphone has basic functions, okay? From what I'm seeing, the actual microphone capsule is sitting right here on the top. You got a 1-button operation thing going on here, and I'm assuming if you hold it down for 3 seconds, it's gonna turn it on. Short presses are gonna turn noise cancellation on, off, whatever the case may be. If you guys want to use it with the windsock, which is crazy. I mean, I guess they give you 2 options. All right, so I figured I'd show you guys a little bit more of a formal version of this video, showing you guys, hey, if you get the receiver and the microphone, I'm always going to recommend buying the receiver and microphone combos when it comes to wireless microphones for any microphone. Doesn't matter if it's Rode, DJI, Comica, Hollyland, now Insta360 are tapping into the audio world, so we're going to see what they did with this, you know, with the knowledge that they have been given before they started to tap into it. So I understand you guys didn't see properly the content inside this pouch. This microphone's going to come with this medallion. I think you guys seen that already. Had it around my neck, magnetized, really good. The windsock, let's talk about the windsock, but before we do, it's going to come with this magnetic clip. That's what I clip to my wife beaters inside my shirt. And then you guys gonna see the charger here. This is a magnetized charger. I don't know why Insta360 do this, right? But I think I understand. I just wish they were a little bit more vocal about why they do certain things and why they come up with certain designs. So this magnetic charging case, right? It is so 2019, which I get that. But it allows the microphone to be a little bit more water resistant. Let me explain. If you have a USB-C port, unless they make the USB-C port with some sort of rubber cover that you can plug into the USB-C port, if they were to have the microphone a USB-C rechargeable device, they would have to have something to cover that port up in order to help with water resistance. It doesn't have that. The only thing it has is a little hole for the microphone on the top, and that's pretty much it. So that allows it to be a little bit more sweat resistance, a little bit more water resistant, you know what I mean? When you have a magnetized charging port versus having a USB-C. That's my excuse for them. No one told me this, but I was thinking about it, and that's the excuse I came up with. Still haven't come up with an excuse as to why we don't have a cold shoe mount for the Ace Pro 2 for the battery door, but whatever. You got the microphone itself. You guys can see it probably better now because I have the light source behind it. You got the microphone, you got the receiver on the bottom down here, USB-C receiver, and you have a magnet. This magnet this is basically just a magnet that you can just kind of like, you know, if you wanted to mount the microphone like this. I'm not doing that. You do what you will. I don't even know if you guys can see that. I hate when people walk around with their microphones just sitting there like that. And if you want to hear how it sounds, a little bit of an audio sample, just stick around in the video. It'll be there. Don't forget to subscribe to G's Moto down in the description. You'll see the link to her channel. She showed me a side-by-side with the Insta360's, you know, Mic Air versus the DJI's Mic Mini. And they are literally the same size. The form factor is just different. That's the difference here. Okay, back to the receiver. The receiver has to be plugged in to a USB-C device in order to be used in general as a receiver. So we have it plugged into my tablet. I want to show you guys basically once the receiver is plugged into your cell phone. This is an Android tablet. This is a Samsung Galaxy S9 Ultra something, right? This will work with any Android device, especially any Samsung device. Okay, I can really just speak for Samsung devices. So you have the receiver in here, and then you have the microphone. Now, the fuck? You see the cyan color, right, on the microphone, and you also see it on the receiver. So we're gonna go like to the camera, for example, and I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this with recording and taking photos. But if you do a short press on the microphone, it takes a picture. And, you know, same thing with the video. If you press the button, it'll start videoing. If you press the one button on the microphone, it'll stop recording. Now let's talk about gain settings. If you guys look right below the Insta360 word, there's going to be 3 little dots here, right? Those are going to be gain dots. You access the functions for those by just short pressing the button on the receiver itself. So the gain level's at 2, gain level's on the highest level. This is basically a volume type of feature. Me personally, usually gain level 1 because I'm going to be using this in somewhat noisy environments. That's where I'm going to leave it. And as long as the receiver is connected to the microphone, those are going to be your settings. You can mute your video. Let's say you start recording a video, you're using the microphone with the receiver. If you triple tap the button on the microphone, you should see a red light. That's muted. And to unmute it, triple tap, and it'll go back to the cyan green. Well, there you go. If you double tap the microphone, it's going to turn noise cancellation on, which is going to turn that cyan light green. Double tap, you got the green light. That means noise reduction. Sorry, noise reduction is on. It's just going to reduce the noise, not eliminate it. So we're going to double tap it to turn that off and go back to the cyan color or the cyan color. If you're worried about something like your cell phone dying or running out of energy and you do have a power source nearby to charge it, this receiver has pass-through charging. You can see the USB-C female end right here on the top, the way it's connected. So I have a charging cable here coming from my power bank, just to kind of show you guys that this thing will take a charge. Now take a look at my tablet. You can see right here, 98% is charging. Speaking of pinches and features and stuff like that, the receiver is updatable, and when you update the receiver, I believe when the receiver connects to the microphone, it updates the microphone. But before we get into that, because I'll show you guys how to do that, let's talk about more functions on this microphone here. Okay, to turn it on and off, you just got to hold the one. It only has that one button on the side, guys, and it's the button, the windsock. The windsock is very transparent. You see how it has a button on this side and then a button on this side? So it doesn't matter how you mount this microphone inside of this windsock, for as long as it's like a wedding ring over your microphone. As long as you just put it inside the windsock, it's good. I don't know how long this is going to last. This is like a silicone material. Don't know how long it's going to hold its elasticity before it loses it, and then the microphone starts to kind of fall out of it at some point. But yeah, the windsock's pretty furry. I'm yet to try this in my motorcycle helmet to see how comfortable this actually is in a motorcycle helmet, because this fuzzy is just thick. But I mean, pause, you kind of, you know, it's a windsock. But anyways, 2 seconds hold to turn it on, hold it for 2 seconds to turn it off. And then if you want to take a photo or a picture, remember it's a short press for either one. You just make sure your phone or camera is in the correct mode to do this. Noise reduction is just a quick double tap, and you're just looking for the green light on here. And if you're using it with the receiver will have the green light to kind of confirm that noise reduction is on. Mute, triple tap, remember that. Pairing mode, you'd have to hold down this button on this microphone for 6 long seconds, and then you'll see like you'll see the lights flashing on it. I think it's going to be like the cyan light that's on here now. It's going to flash rapidly, looking for someone to, you know, to tap in with, which will be your receiver. And the switcher connection mode. Now this thing can go Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. When it connects to your receiver, that is a Wi-Fi connection. When you use the receiver with this microphone, you can use this to work as a Bluetooth microphone with your cell phone, with the Ace Pro 2, with the X5, with the X4, my guys. Yes, you can use this with the X4. It's just not going to sound that good, but you can go Bluetooth with the X4, or you can use the USB-C receiver with your Ace Pro 2 and have it talk to this, or you can go straight Bluetooth from this to your Ace Pro 2. To do that though, let me show you guys. So right now, the receiver is disconnected from my tablet. So as long as this thing isn't connected to anything and is getting power, you can do what I'm about to show you. To go from Bluetooth mode to Wi-Fi mode, we're gonna turn it on first because it's off. 2 seconds, and you'll see it turn on. Okay, double tap it. Double tap the button and it should turn green. Blue, sorry, straight solid blue. You see that? It's flashing blue. It is now in Bluetooth mode. Again, this receiver cannot be getting power to it. It should not, as long as this thing doesn't have power, you'll be able to switch back and forth between Bluetooth mode, double tap, and Wi-Fi mode. Double tap, it's blue, Bluetooth mode. Now this is how you're gonna connect it to the Ace Pro 2 via Bluetooth. We're gonna turn the Ace Pro 2 on. No receiver connected to it. Okay, we're gonna pull down. We're gonna swipe left. You're going for the this one here with the little iPods looking icon. We're clicking on it. Okay, we're gonna look for that Mic Air. It's gonna show up. I think it should. There we go. Insta360 Mic Air. We're gonna click on it. By the way, you have to do the update on your Ace Pro 2. There is an update for there we go. There's an update for this are enabled. So how do you know when it's connected? Well, that blue light's going to stop flashing and it's going to stay on blue. So now we are Bluetooth connected to the Ace Pro 2. And you just go back to the main screen and you'll see the volume bar on the top of the screen. Come on, lock it in, stop changing. You're going to see the volume bar locked in up here. So, there's ways to adjust this microphone with the Ace Pro 2. You got to pull down, you got to swipe left. You're looking for this button right here, the microphone with the plus next to it. And that's going to give you options for Bluetooth audio. You can do dual track audio. Dual track audio is going to record with the front microphone on this camera itself, like the Ace Pro 2, and still pull audio from this microphone and put them together. And then when you go into Insta360 app to edit the videos, you have a slider that you can favor more of either the camera's mic or this Mic Air's mic. It's pretty cool actually. And it lets you know what you're connected to. You got the built-in microphone and the Mic Air, and that's where your audio sources are coming from right now. You can still change the audio from the microphone on the actual camera. You can still change that. You can use stereo, wind reduction, or voice enhancement. I like voice enhancement because it sounds really, really good. But you see on the top right, you see those little volume bar looking things? We're going to hit that. And then now you got the gain control settings for the Mic Air as a Bluetooth microphone. You're going to hit Bluetooth mic gain because that's the one you want to adjust. You can play around with that however you want to do that. So those are your options. You go all the way down to -18 or +9. Okay, something very interesting about this microphone, my guys and gals. This thing turns the Ace Pro 2 on. This is a whole ass remote for the Ace Pro 2. The Ace Pro 2 is off, as you can see. Wide off, just completely off. This microphone is on, it's got the flashing cyan light, so it's looking for the receiver, but I'm gonna put it in Bluetooth mode. And I'm gonna turn it off. Now I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna short press.
Start recording.
So it took a little while to connect before it started recording. Short press.
Shooting complete.
Will it turn off? No. Okay, Insta360. Okay. I see what you did there. Now, can you please give me a cold shoe mount door for the Ace Pro 2? We got a removable battery door. Let's get this as a cold shoe mount door so when us motovloggers are motovlogging with your Ace Pro 2, we don't have this big old bulky setup that we got to have on a face file camera. Come on, guys, this is easy. DJI did it. We need you guys to do it. Cold shoe mount here. Make this door a cold shoe mount door. Okay, so now for the update, we're going to have, okay, it's in Wi-Fi mode, which means it's going to try to connect to the receiver. I'm going to leave it like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Insta360 app. Remember, you guys, you're going to always have to log in from time to time and do it that way. So when you're doing this search here, right, you have to long press the button on the Insta360's receiver. So I'm going to hold it for 6 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to hit the search button. Oh, here we go. Now, the microphone is on, but it's not connected to the receiver. The receiver cannot be connected to the microphone because it can only connect to one device at a time. And so it came already updated, so we don't need to do anything with this. What about noise reduction? Am I able to use noise reduction with this thing connected via Bluetooth to the Ace Pro 2? Well, if you double tap it, yes, we got noise cancellation, my guys. Yeah, or this is noise reduction, not cancellation. Noise reduction is just going to reduce the noise, not cancel it. Double tap it again. And we in there like swimwear. Someone's wanting to know, will the Ace Pro 2 automatically connect to the Mic Air if you have them both off? So we're going to turn them both off. You do so with the mic by just holding the power button down for 2 seconds. The light will turn off. Mic Air disconnected. If the camera is still on, let's see. Will the microphone automatically reconnect? Yep, sure does. If I short press the button on the microphone, will it start recording?
Start recording.
What if I hold it down? Recording stop, microphone turns off. All right, guys. So let me know. Can you hear me? How do I sound? Now, Stacy is very loud being, she's like, I think 144, 145 decibels outside. Inside, probably more like 95, 96 decibels. I do not have my decibel reader with me to verify, but it's really loud in here. And matter of fact, we're gonna open the sunroof. This is with noise cancellation off. This is how it sounds. We're at 50 miles an hour. Okay, we have noise reduction. I'm sorry, I keep saying noise cancellation. It is noise reduction. We're gonna turn it on. All right, this is how it sounds with noise reduction. What do you guys think? We're at 55 miles an hour right now. Sunroof is open, side windows are closed. I'm gonna crack them just to apply a little more pressure to the microphone. Noise cancellation off. Noise cancellation, now it's off. Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard the difference anyway. We're gonna turn it back on. This is how it sounds with it on. And this is how it sounds off. If you guys, let me close the windows up. If you guys want to get better noise cancellation, like when you're driving or something like that, put the microphone inside your shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it. I got it hanging off the medallion. I know I'm calling the medallion. I got it hanging off the medallion right now. So this is the second video of my road trip, but it ends up being a review for the Insta360. I keep saying DJ. It is a review video for the what the f we got going on here? It turned out to be a audio video for the Insta360 Mic Air. So if you guys have any questions, get in the comments below. There are some things I left out on purpose, so you guys can get in the comments and engage me, okay? My comment section be looking dry up here. And definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos on this microphone. I kind of like it so far, especially if you got an Ace Pro 2, man. I think it's a good investment, my guys, all right? But the audio, 24-bit, in case someone's wondering. It does suck the range. The range is good as long as you have line of sight. As soon as I have the microphone inside of my shirt and I turn my back at this close range, you see how far I am? So arm's reach, about 3 feet. You're gonna lose signal. So, but yeah, get in the comment section. Let me know, all right? Jay on the Segway. See you guys in the next video. Stay tuned, because this is gonna be a part series, all right? And this is just part 2, so.